Coming up, England enters 10 days of mourning.
And later, there's no shortage of burgers in Iowa City.
Happy Hate Week, Hawkeyes. I'll tell you more about the Cy-Hawk game in sports.
The sun shines today, but not for long. I'll tell you more in weather.
All that and more coming up on this Friday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere, DITV News starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Ashley Wheel. Yesterday at 12:30 p.m., Buckingham Palace announced that Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch of England, has passed away. The Queen died at Balmoral Castle. Her son, King Charles III, will be ascending to the throne with his wife Camilla as Queen Consort. All 4 of the Queen's children were at Balmoral Castle when she died. Johnson County was once occupied by Native American tribes and is now having some of its history and culture returned and put on display. The Indigenous Peoples Art Gallery and Cafe features a variety of programs, from poetry reading to fashion shows to lectures about Iowa Native peoples. The gallery is now located on 10 South Gilbert Street in the same historic building that once homed Iowa City's first Unitarian Church. Founder Dawson Davenport is part of the Meskwaki Nation, the state's only federally recognized tribe. Davenport is very excited to share his story along with many other Indigenous peoples at his art gallery. And Shorts Burgers and Shine has reopened with a new menu and renovated space. DITV News reporter Justina Borgman is live outside the restaurant to give us the details. Justina?
Yes, that's right, Ashley. Shorts Burger and Shine right behind me reopened this August after being closed since April of 2022. Kelly Carter, the general manager, shares more about the renovation.
And then our gas had to get shut off, so we spent that time just doing renovations around the building.
Changes were made to both the inside and outside of the building, including a completely remodeled kitchen, new furniture, and flooring. Zachary DeVore was the working hands of the renovation.
So far, I've gotten a lot of compliments. People notice right when they walk in. The space is a lot brighter. It's not as gloomy. It's not as dungeony as people say. You walk in, just new brights, white walls, fresh paint. It looks brand new.
Shorts co-owners also made changes to the menu.
For efficiency purposes, we did make the patty into 2 patties, so the ticket times can be a lot faster. We also have a lot of different drinks that we make our own syrups, so just kind of trying to take the time with fresh ingredients for both the food and drinks.
This will shorten the customer's wait time, and the tradition for fresh food continues.
To make sure everything tastes really good, we still have mint from our farm nearby, and we use some other veggies in the food from our farm as well.
Even though Shorts are facing work shortage after the COVID-19, they plan to grow even more. Tap Takeover and Community Night are 2 ways that they plan to build their customer base. From downtown Iowa City, I'm Justina Borgman. Back to you in the studio, Ashley.
Thanks, Justina. And it looked pretty sunny out where you are. Tiana, can we expect the same to continue through in Iowa City this weekend?
Well, the weather this weekend looks to start off with those sunny skies and then continue with some rain. Today will be mainly sunny with a high of 88 degrees, then the temperature shoots down to 61 degrees, along with partly cloudy skies. If you plan on attending the Hawkeye football game on Saturday, I would suggest you bring your umbrella. There will be 45% chance of showers with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 57 degrees. Showers will continue on Sunday through Monday. Sunday, there will be a high of 65 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. Monday will be a high of 71 degrees and a low of 53 degrees. The sun finally peaks back out on Tuesday with a high of 79 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. Despite the rain this weekend, how are the Hawks looking, AJ?
Although last week's game was not the most exciting performance, all attention turns to the Cy-Hawk rivalry tomorrow at Kinnick Stadium. Hate Week is here and students on campus couldn't be more excited for the upcoming game.
Every Saturday, Hawkeye fans are excited for college football, but this Saturday's game is about more than just getting another win. The Cy-Hawk rivalry is one of the most intense rivalries in all sports, and this weekend fans are hungrier than ever to beat the Cyclones.
I'm really excited. I got student tickets last year back in May, and I'm holding on to those.
Everywhere is just going to be so busy, not even just inside the game, but outside the game, because tickets are going for so much now. So, yeah, I think it'll be ridiculous. It'll be super fun.
Yeah, Iowa State, you guys are sorry. I can't say a lot of stuff I want to say right now, but you guys are not going to have a good Saturday.
A lot of fans even have friends and family coming to watch the game from Ames, which has caused some hilarious division.
My brother goes to Iowa State, so when he comes, he's going to get the memo that they're basically done.
I got a lot of Iowa State friends, but I'm not talking to them until after we win. Like, they've been trying to hit me up. I'm like, no, I can't talk to you right now because I hate Iowa State.
They usually talk about the struggles that Iowa, the football team, seems to have as of recent, and I try to remind them that they've never had a team that has had 10 wins before, so that usually calms them down a little bit, so it's nice.
Something else the Hawkeyes will be cheering for is this weekend's kid captain, Audrey Schneller. Audrey is now 7 years old, but she was diagnosed at 1.5 years with a rare genetic condition that folded her retinas. Her condition is only the 87th diagnosis in the world and the 13th novel mutation.
I'm still in awe that, like, Dr. Graff was up to speed on, like, it was a new genetic finding kind of at the time, like, they were just learning about it.
Audrey had to go through years of procedures and even had to wear an eye patch when she was 3 years old, so her right eye wouldn't fully take over and become completely blind in both eyes. Doctors thought that one day she would go blind and be unable to do simple tasks, but Audrey has fought through it all and can now see clearly through both of her eyes. Her condition, however, hasn't stopped her from being a kid. Audrey loves to read in school and is now in dance class, where she has become quite the tap dancer. This weekend, she will take the field at Kinnick Stadium for one of the biggest games of the year and participate in the Wave for her very first time. Iowa started their season 1-0 with their boring win a week ago. This week, the Hawkeyes look to stay unbeaten and keep the Cy-Hawk Trophy in Iowa City. DITV Sports Director Michael Merrick has the details on how the game may play out.
1 week ago, the Iowa offense nearly put the entire crowd to sleep as they failed to score even a single touchdown against the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. This week, the Hawkeye offense will have to adjust and then some as they go up against an unorthodox Iowa State defense.
It's a little bit interesting because you think of that league as a tempo scoring league, and but this defense to me holds up really well against any kind of offense. Like, it's a real challenge.
On top of their unique defensive style, the Cyclones return one of college football's best pass rushers, an All-American Will McDonald. McDonald is closing in on Von Miller's illustrious Big 12 all-time sack record, and right now he is just 4.5 sacks away from breaking it. And with Iowa's inconsistencies on the offensive line, this veteran could have a big impact on Saturday.
Probably an illustration of why their program's good, because with every year you've seen him take another step, and I thought he was a far better player a year ago than he was the year before that, and he was good 2 years ago as well. We didn't play him, but saw him on tape, so he was good. Whatever year that would have been, 20, I guess, right? But boy, last year, this guy was playing, and he's playing even better now, which you'd expect. He's just a really good football player, very sound and also very, very explosive.
The Iowa offense will have their chance to prove their worth this Saturday at 3 p.m. From Kinnick Stadium, Michael Merrick, DITV Sports.
Tune back in on Monday for a recap of the Cy-Hawk game and more. Back to you, Ashley.
Thanks, AJ. And you can't rain on her parade. Glee star Leah Michelle had her Fanny Bryce debut in Funny Girl on Broadway this past Tuesday. Michelle's character on Glee, Rachel Berry, was known for her signature rendition of Don't Rain on My Parade and other signature songs from the hit musical. Michelle received multiple standing ovations, and despite some drama around her taking the role, critics shared their praise online. And thank you for tuning in to DITV News. Be sure to head over to thedailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. For DITV News, I'm Ashley Wheel. Have a great day.